Of course she was. She a Virgo.
Yeah, she was fucking with her, giving her a hard time, man. All right, let's jump into it, Dom. So before people saying that we need to let people know when we talking about reasonable doubt. So go on, we have it in the show notes. You can skip to the next topic if you have not seen the season 3 finale of Reasonable Doubt. Just skip forward. You can click the little thing in there, skip forward. So you and then come back later on and listen to that recap. All right, Dom. Season 3 finale of Reasonable Doubt. What was your thoughts?
Baby, look. Talk about a fucking plot twist. Because how did we...
In the middle of the show, I was like, I think he's gonna kill himself.
No. Okay. So we're starting there. Let's start there. Let me stay focused.
Yeah.
Because the plot twist.
That's the big thing is that when Ozzy killed himself or OD'd on accident.
I see how you got there.
He had nothing else. I thought he did it on purpose, kinda. Because he ain't had nothing else to live for. His girl that he loved has been killed. All his family is shitty.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to be here for real?
I think that definitely on purpose. And I think that now, like that we see what happened with like now it's like the first scene from this season. Now we see it full out. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting because like I almost kind of forgot because like I know we brought it up in one of the episodes and I was like, oh, what if it's something with her mom? Because it's her mom. Which also sidebar, I just want to say, so we just not gonna revisit your mom and see your mom again post surgery. I don't like that, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not even mad at it just because, but also I think some people wanted Ozzy to kind of have this like redemption story.
I can see that.
Yeah, where but it's not like each season there's like the cases continue on, but it would have been nice to kind of see it where he might have been integrated in like a few episodes in the upcoming season, just because he and Jax, when she broke through, that door that, they were really close and they had a really great relationship. But clearly to a certain extent, it's still gonna carry on once we talk. I'm not gonna jump ahead, but it will to a certain extent still carry on. I felt bad that he couldn't see or feel what Jax and and I'm even go as far as like her family, what they could see in him for himself.
But you gotta think he's got so many years of pain.
Yes, and I do understand that, and you were working through that. You was going to therapy and everything. But I think also, and it might not, here's the thing too, it might not have necessarily been on purpose. It's just that he has had so many drugs in his body that his body finally gave out. Yeah, I'm like, because the stuff that his homeboy gave him, it wasn't like it was a lot.
See, I'm what if they was giving him on purpose? It was like some bad drugs, like some fentanyl. Do you remember this? This is LA now. Yeah. Remember all these people getting messed up in the game with these bad drugs.
Yeah, no, that's true. I have a friend that lost his life to that.
Yeah. Your one boy did, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just saying those things that could have, and maybe his boy didn't do it on purpose or not, but I'm saying that was just a regular small bag. That small bag shouldn't have killed him.
But exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think, but also it just could have been that it was just his body gave out on him. That's a possibility too. And it's just overall kind of sad that we'll never see his redemption story. But what we do find out is, because we, started to look at the sister and say, hey, like, did you do something? Because, you know, we're going back over the evidence that was found, you know, in this court case, that she had this blunt force trauma to the back of her head. And then she had this gunshot wound, you know, after the fact. And we were like, okay, what
and
happened?
she was asphyxiated. Remember, that's the thing. They was like, and we all know how she died because all these three things happened so suddenly behind each other.
Yep. And so we ultimately get to see what happened in the case of Wendy, and you find out that there was a kind of a confrontation between, you know, Wendy and the sister a little bit, but ultimately you find out it is the daddy.
Which I said that too. Some episodes like fuck around and be the daddy.
And it's so interesting because we never even revisited the daddy. We never really got on the daddy at all. You know, outside of them, which is a weird plot hole regarding that video where they had altered to make it look like he was having an affair with Wendy.
But this the thing though, is that he knew the thing we did learn. He knew about it before they told him about it too.
Okay.
Because remember, he was that's why they was arguing. He's like, so remember, show me how you was riding them then. That's what he said to her. Remember, he was like,
yeah.
So that was the thing, is that was one thing that we did not know, that Jackson them thought that they told him and gave him that. He knew that already. He just didn't let them know. That's why they argued.
Okay. No, because I was like, that was totally like the wife totally said that was altered, right? Like
he didn't know it was altered though.
Yes.
He thought it was real.
Right. Yes, Ozzy did. But
Ozzy thought it was real.
Yes. So, but even still, we just never went back to it. But ultimately, we see that it's really the daddy that did this to Wendy because they just wanted her gone. Like they tried paying her off. And then ultimately, you know, Wendy escapes because they did have Wendy tied up. But when Ozzy comes, Ozzy's so high that he, you know, completely passes out. And while the sister is taking care of Ozzy, the daddy realizes that old girl has like gotten up and, you know, is running through the forest, you know, and shoots at her. He sees the friend, and which is so crazy to me that the friend was really trying to blackmail this nigga, as if the sister said, like, oh, we got your back, we're gonna look out for you. Like that.
The dad said it though.
I mean, I'm sorry, the dad, but you know this. So why would you even try to like play with Ozzy like that? And again, Ozzy is high and don't know what's going on. Like
but he was jealous of Ozzy for some long time.
He was jealous of him, but still, it's like, nigga, you could have had a good for life. They could have set you up where you were straight and you was good, but you was just trying to be messy and greedy.
Now, the one thing that they didn't tie up in is that him being murdered, though.
Yeah, I think they just took it as if somebody just hit him while he was riding his bicycle, and that was just it.
Yeah.
But it being the daddy, I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, and then how the daughter tricked him into confessing that shit, and then they had him arrested. But it's just so, again, like so fucked up because like Ozzy don't get to see justice be served, you know, properly served. And then how it fucked up Ozzy so bad where he was like, damn, did I really do this shit? Could I have done this shit?
I was so high and I was gone. Maybe I did do it.
But the other thing that was so crazy still was like how he still, you know, in the midst of this was protecting Monica, because he still never said that there was that moment where he was with Monica. He never brings it up. We
never found out what she burned.
She burned. You remember? Okay, so remember when he was high?
Yep.
And he had wiped his hands, like he touched her, like he touched Wendy.
Yep.
And she had blood, and he like wiped his hands, but then he passed out. That was his jacket she burned.
Okay, from when okay, because it had blood on it. Okay.
Yeah. But then ultimate plot twist, Monica not done. She's out for blood. So first of all, I want to just say sidebar. Um, you know, we could briefly talk about Billy Bob. No, Billy Bobby, the white boy.
You talking about just a Tommy from the Power.
Okay, I think his name was Billy in here,
I
whatever.
think it's Billy
Bill.
or something, but
Yeah,
it's
it was
Tommy.
Bill. It
Tommy
was Bill.
yeah,
And
Tommy from Power.
so Bill was kind of like this weird side story that we necessarily didn't need. I felt like that space could have been used for something else, and I see what y'all was doing trying to have these side stories, but I felt like this could have been spent building stuff surrounding Jax's dad, her sister that she doesn't know about. What was the conversation between Jax's dad and Lewis, right? Where we have this side character thing happening, and Jax ultimately does leave the firm.
Her own firm. I told you. Now, this is the thing. I think Jax is the one that's gonna get hit too by that bullet from and I think that she's gonna be laid up, and Bill's gonna have to ask her for help on whatever case he's doing.
So I do think Bill will ultimately come with her, and somehow I think Corey will come back too. But I'm gonna say something different.
Go ahead.
I am thinking, and I am hoping.
Oh, it's Lewis. You can get him about
that it is Lewis. Y'all know
this. No, you a hater, man. That is hate.
No, listen. This is not a Lewis Stan account. I have a post on Instagram right now about Lewis. And to be honest, this is my problem with the Lewis Jax dynamic. They have a very toxic, unhealthy relationship.
You've not seen it at this season. You saw all
okay. So here's my yes. Let me stay here. We're gonna get back to this season. So I know relationships have highs, they have lows, but ultimately I think that I feel like in the back of Lewis's mind, I think Lewis feels like he will never be enough, and I think Lewis will always do things to sabotage their marriage, and their relationship to make him seem more adequate and important to Jax. Absolutely. I don't like the fact that you could say you have a hunch about something, but to put a tracker on Jax's dad's car, it was very extreme and messy to me. Meanwhile, you at work getting punked by some random nigga that's punking you into keeping your job when you're the boss. Like you're the head of this department, you're the manager, and you have had multiple complaints about this person where you've spoken to them, where you've had a verbal warning. And like old dude said, y'all wrongfully terminating me. I don't have no formal write-up. And he's right. You didn't do your job. But you worried about what Jess got going on over here and what her daddy doing, and you just don't like him because he's just been so absent in her life. And yes, he may have an ulterior motive. That's fine. But even you see when Lori Harvey even confronted her and found her and told her what it was, that Jax was still like, okay, this is still weird. I don't know what you even own, where Jax wasn't even like mad. You know what I mean? Like, I think people was expecting Jax to be like so pissed off and upset that she wasn't. And I understand like you got other shit happening, but I feel like if it was so important to Lewis, I think that Lewis should have been right, like out the gate, especially considering what I just been through at the hands of, again, Lewis, who is irresponsible, getting your side girlfriend pregnant. I get it, y'all was on a break, but you knew that you wanted to get back to your marriage, and you did things that could potentially jeopardize your marriage and your relationship with your kids. And you think it's all copacetic and hunky-dory because, the baby died, which again, is y'all fault. That's their fault. And she had every right to sue them. And then you gonna
go. How was it their fault?
Because they was their fault because of how Jax crossed the line with her. I'm not like let's not act like she didn't. And how she was handling her, talk to her. She like, and I get that it's like, okay, me and Lewis are back together. Your conversation should have been with her as a woman. Like, I don't want no drama between us. We've been cool. You know, we're gonna have to figure this out for the sake of our kids. And that's what it should have been. But how she kind of handled her in that situation, I can see how, especially as a woman, pregnancy is already, they call us disabled anyway.
Yeah.
You know, you get the temporary disability tag while you're pregnant. So your body is already experiencing a lot of different things and trauma that's happening to it. So it wasn't fair. So it made sense. I could see how you could get this wrongful death lawsuit. And then for Lewis to be like, oh, I just need to go spend one night with her. You know, she said she'll drop it. I just feel like
that's what the woman said.
No, and I get that, but it's also in that space, like you still a nigga and don't understand like what this woman is experiencing and what she's going through, though she does not physically have this child. You know what I mean? Like, she's still having postpartum, and I don't have a baby, and I'm experiencing all this crazy, psychological shit. And it was like, we just never hear about it again. Okay, cool. But
we think that she brought some of this on herself as well, and putting herself in all this drama in general.
I mean, for her, I feel like, okay, see, but here's the thing. It's like part of, I'm gonna put some of that back on Lewis, because we know there's certain women out here, and not saying she, was hot and thotty. Mm-hmm. But when you have a certain reputation, those are things you got to be mindful of. When we talk about poor pussy management,
was it known that she was hot and toddy, or did they find it out?
Yeah, they knew. Yeah, remember, because she was messing with the other football players.
I don't know if he knew. No, he
didn't know that. He met
her at the party. Yeah, but he didn't know.
At the party with all these other girls, but she already had a baby by, like, if I'm not mistaken, by like somebody, like some other athlete. Wasn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, I don't know, but I know that. I don't know.
Remember, because when they
knew that she had messed with homeboy though. I don't think he knew that Lewis knew that originally. I think he thought he met a cute chick at the party, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, you at the school too, right? I seen you around." That's all I think he knew.
But so I'm saying, I'm sorry, like I just, for Lewis to be so smart, he can't be that dumb.
I mean, that's easy. I mean, how would he know?
He's not cool with management. It's poor dick management, and I know y'all gonna try. You just so hard on Lewis. Yeah, I am. Because
so Jax ain't got shit. Jax be on some bullshit too.
Jax do be on, but like I said, that's why I said they're toxic together, and they don't need to be together.
No, she needs to be the one to get shot.
No, it should be. I think it'll be Lewis, and I think Lewis will ultimately jump in front of the bullet. And he can go right along with his terrible ass Folocks. Okay,
you wrong.
That's all.
Man. So you think he should die?
You got all this smoke for Jax's daddy, and you getting punked on your fucking job, and you let that nigga like out you in front of like your boss about like the sisters that you were not. That should have been the first thing you told you. Like, hey, nigga, you don't have.
I'm just saying. Look. I'm saying it should be Jax getting hit so you can kind of transition and do some other different things for a second.
Listen. Honestly, I'm just happy that Jax finally got out of there, because I thought she was going to start her own firm last season.
Yeah,
I totally thought it was going to happen last season, but this season I'm happy because now we ain't got to see them fun looking white boys no more. And yeah, but I think it's going to be Lewis. Interested to see what's happening with her dad for real when she questions him about, if it gets there, so if she don't get hit, and just, so she could be like, so I met my sister and this is what she said. So what's going on? So they can really figure it out. Cause I think like clearly it's for that girl. It's for the sister. And she just lying. We know that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Does she got a gambling problem? You got a drug problem? If you got some Zendaya type shit where you owe You owe the drug lord some money. Like, what
Mm.
is it? Did you do something crazy? Like, are you prostituting? You got a pimp? What's happening?
Yeah. I mean, we don't know. I mean, that's a good
Which
leader
I
for
still
next season.
think I mean, I can't be mad at the daddy for asking. Like ultimately gonna get to the point to ask her if it's something like that. But it's like also it's like I'm with the daddy. It's like you trailing me and all of this stuff, wanting to know, what I'm doing and whatnot, but you need to go find your own business. You being messy. And I felt like that was very messy of Lewis to put that tracker on that man car. Like that shit was weird
No,
as
no,
fuck.
that was super messy. It was super
Yeah.
messy.
And that's why, and
Um,
I was happy that Jax was like, wait, you did what? You tracked my dad. Like, do you know how crazy you sound? Like, you can't be that bored. Like, you got problems at work, bro. You got a problem on your job that could get you, like, that can fuck with your credibility on what y'all do. I'm sorry. I just don't like Lewis.
I see the hate is strong for Lewis, man.
I just don't like
I didn't
Lewis.
know we dislike Lewis in the streets like this.
Man, him and them terrible faux lies can go to Hades for me. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be Jax, just because it could slow her down and make her have to reevaluate her as an attorney or whatever. And I could see Bill having to come to her at the house to try to help him out with some case that he's got and everything, and he realizing that everything ain't sweet with him being a partner now.
Yeah, because it requires some level of work. And I think that Bill has some good points. Like how he was like, I'm not sure if we should put Ozzy on the stand because of XYZ. Like, and when he was pushing back on different stuff, like I get it. But he also learned a lot too. It's just like
Mhm.
he learned about that game of risk and how to really like, hey, I just gotta, try my luck. Like, I can't always play it safe. So
Yeah, so man, let us know what y'all think. Let us know in the comments what y'all think about. What's y'all predictions for next season? What's your one? Before we even move to our next topic, what's your one big prediction for next season? Like, is the Lewis thing? You think Lewis should be dead? Is that what you want?
I ain't gonna say he gotta die.
I mean,
I
you said
mean,
you just want him to be off the table. Basically, you
yeah.
want him
I mean, it depends on where he get hit when he jump in front of that bullet, because he gonna jump in front of that bullet. He
yeah.
gonna die. If he die, he gonna die a hero, because that's Lewis. It gotta be about him.
Oh man, this hateful Lewis,
Dude,
man.
oh my gosh. People like me when I be talking about him on the Twitterverse.
Yeah,
Especially when I
no,
be
man.
talking about them faux locks. They really get with me on that,
Yeah, they quit messing. We don't say that about girls faux locks. Why you getting on that man faux locks?
No, because they don't look good. They don't
Okay.
look good on him. They don't look good on him.
And are
He,
they
he
faux locks? Are you sure that they're faux locks?
Oh yeah, we talked about this last season.
No, but I'm just making. I
Yeah,
mean,
with the flashback. I mean, he's more of a low cut Caesar with the deep waves type of guy. Um, but also he's not necessarily my cup of tea. I don't think that he's unattractive, but he's just not for me.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my big prediction is. I'm trying to think what my big prediction is going to be.
Because it's definitely going to be centered around this Monica situation.
Yeah, I get, or they're gonna do a okey doke on us, and nope, and Monica misses, and then my misses.
And that's possible too. She could miss. Or here's the other thing, because Naima was there, so it could hit Naima.
Yeah, because the Monica thing is a weird way. I mean, I guess you have to get her because I mean she ain't getting no checks over at P Valley, so why not come back for another season? We don't know when P Valley.
Well, hopefully P Valley will be airing at the top of the year since it's done.
Have they even started shooting yet, Don?
No, they are already wrapped.
Oh, they already wrapped. Okay.
They went back to filming and they already wrapped that.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna be something because she mad because now she since Jax outed her and what she did, so she probably got. I don't know if she had her own agency, but if she was working like at CAA or Paradigm, she probably got let go. severed ties, and so now your life has been turned upside down because it is. But also, I mean, it would have to be not just this. It has to be another case involved, and I think that would be really dope if it's something where you kind of have to rely on Bill, but then the show is centered around Jax. So, but where she's really mentoring him, I do like that, but I don't necessarily foresee them doing that per se.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, but I think that's really good. I do like that. Y'all.
Hey y'all, if y'all like what y'all see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast with your friends because we got all the tea. And if you want to check out more stuff from us, be sure to hit that button right there on the right side so you can see other stuff and again share it with everybody.